I'm so tired. Yup. Man, I just want Archer to come out already, man. This E1 Robin is just not being used. I've been good, Ahmed. Hope you've been doing well as well. Honestly, I thought Zanny's banner would come out earlier. Eh. Oh. It's coming out in like 6 hours. I'm gonna be asleep by then. Yeah, I'll be awake, but we'll see if I actually stream that shit. Watching this as I procrastinate for tomorrow's exam. We've all been there. What's up, bullets? I'm sure we all saw I got Zhao Q. Yep. The best Acheron support, of course. Why'd you betray us? I'm still okay. You want me to be honest? Do you want me to be honest? Respectfully and genuinely, I am sick of investing in Acheron. I am so sick of investing in characters just to make Acheron stronger. Why'd you even bother getting Zhao Q if you just want to bench her? Because it's going to be a little while before I can actually invest in a new comp anyways. If I lost the 50-50, I would have ended up going for Cipher or like whatever, but like even now, like going for that Zhao Q doesn't really make a difference. I have half the patch, some light cone banner pity. I have the entirety of 3.3 and I have 3.4. And that's assuming I even pull someone on 3.4. Can I get a destruction equation? Holy fuck. Actually, just give me this. I'd rather get more jades. Can't believe you pull. I mean, I'm still pulling Cipher, just not on the main account. Like, I just didn't want to pull Cipher on both accounts, guys. Like, that was just boring to me, I'm not gonna lie. I didn't want to pull it on both accounts. Uh, your channel is like a gamble in itself. Like, one moment I think you're gonna go all in on Cipher, next there's a pink man fox on your account. I mean, to be fair, like, once again, right? I will probably be getting an E1 S1 Cipher at the minimum on my my day account, or like this account right here. Like, this one's already pulling Cipher, but I fully get that. Yeah, I'm pretty bad at sticking to my polling plans. I'm doing pretty good, Val. Plenty of people complain about Cipher. The thing is, Cipher. Okay, I feel like people are being deluded by the E1 showcases. Cipher at E0 specifically, if you don't include that Eidolon buff at E1 or E6, she legit got like a 25% overall damage buff, and that's it. Like, maybe you think that's broken. It could be in some scenarios. But the actual problem was how much they buffed the E1. The E1 giving 200% attack is just like insane. Like, it's an insane damage buff for her that makes her practically like, you can run her as a hyper carry basically. I accepted your Epic 7. Uh, Epic 7. Kiwi arrived and streamed quick. Oh yeah, Kiwi. There's like a, you probably don't like look at it or care too much, but that Lupa girl that I told you that had a foxtail, she actually has like a clear image leaked on the Wuthering Waves leaks Reddit, and hey, she does have a foxtail. She does have a foxtail. It's confirmed. I also don't think she looks too bad. We'll see when we get more things though. People don't care about this beta as much as last beta either. Okay, so I mean, it's mostly because of casters, to be honest. A lot of people, like, there was so much hype around casters and hate at the exact same time. Like, now you go into 3.3 and it's like, Cypher's cool, but there are a lot of people who are for sure gonna skip her. And like, Hyacine isn't only really worth it in my opinion for casters. Like, even my day, it's just better to put the cost into either my day Eidolons or E1 Tribi or someone else, and not Hyacine. Like, Hyacine is only really like, whoa, you pull this no matter what over Eidolons or anything else for casters, and that's it. I hate that the destruction blessings in this game are fucking counterintuitive. Take less damage, gain shield, like, I mean, 3.3 is kind of like a filler patch in all honesty. Yeah, 3.4 is probably going to be like pretty big with the fake collab and Phanon and all that. Fuck. Oh wait, will this include this chest? Oh, huge. It's actually perfect. Hyacinth is a Noxa and Herta's best in slot sustain. No, I know she's a best in slot sustain for a lot of teams. But the problem is, it's just not worth it over going for Eidolons or going for other harmonies is the problem. Like, that's the thing with Hyacinth. She'll maybe add a little more damage. But, like, in, like, ER for, like, Herta and this stuff. But, like, you put that 2 cost into an E2 Herta. Into an E2 My Day, to an E1 Tribby. You're just getting so much more back in return than you are for pulling Hyacinth. Give me that. Brother, please cut me some fucking slack. Oh my god. Oh, this might be the worst DU run I've ever done in my life. Oh my god. I can't get the Blazar destruction blessing, bro. Fuck. Oh yeah, for Blade, like Blade specifically and Caster specifically, it's probably better to get her, like 100%. But outside of that, it's like a that's fine. She has like her own niche. Does Cipher replace arms here at 3B for Cassie? I don't think she does. At higher investment levels, probably. Like, Casterus doesn't even get the full true damage buff because she doesn't use energy. So it's like, I don't think it'd be that crazy of a loss. It's mostly just the action advance. But Cipher does so much damage, it probably just doesn't matter. How are Cypher's Eidolons? Is it good to vertically invest on her? She's probably the best vertical investment in the game currently. Actually, no, not probably. It's just like 100%. I just saw Cipher deal 42 million in Pure Fiction. Yeah, I'm not even surprised. Like I was low-key thinking about that yesterday when I got when I was using like my Herda in Pure Fiction, and every single enhanced skill would hit for like 3 or 4 milli. Like if I had Cipher on that team just randomly and I let it like stack up on the damage record, probably be able to just completely nuke the last side. V5, they're definitely gonna nerf her. I don't think so. They could, but it wouldn't make sense. The Eidolons I see getting nerfed. I just don't see it for her base kit though. Oh yeah, Zakaria. Like they should have just made him fire. Like I truly just don't understand to this day why the guy who has like red all over in his character trailer, red all over his design, red in his attacks, fire in every single animation is imaginary. It's getting nerfed her personal damage. Her personal damage isn't that hot, guys. Like this is literally the Anoxa situation all over again, where people started saying that he was the strongest DPS in the entire game. He was, but literally only for sustainless. If you ran him with sustain, he wasn't the strongest DPS in the game. It's the same with Cipher right now. Like she is only able to be ran as a hyper carry over other hyper carry options if you have her E1. Like, and at that point, if you compare any of the any of the current DPSs with their E1, like they just beat Cipher. So it's like, yeah, like I think she is genuinely perfect where she is currently, because the Harmony still have better buffing capabilities that until you get her E2, right? Like Tribby will obviously deal less damage, but Tribby has a DDD giving your team action advance, 24% res pen, 30% vulnerability. If you want to go for the E1, I think everybody's aware of how strong E1 Tribby is. It's incredibly broken. Like this is the first like different path support slash damage dealer who focuses a little more on the damage compared to Harmonies, but has slightly worse buffing capabilities compared to the Harmonies. Like, in my opinion, it's pretty balanced. Now, the damage record mechanic itself can be abused if your team is just overpowered enough, because she can just save the damage record for the second side and completely fucking nuke and like get rid of half the boss's HP bar. But at the end of the day, like you're gonna have to play around that, so yeah, so that that's something you can do. Mm, let's see if I can finally get the right destruction blessing. There it fucking is. Was that so difficult? Oh shit! I didn't even see the Blazar one on the right. My mistake. Two. 200 attack as in say, oh no, I'm 100% confident the Eidolons getting nerfed. Like, I'm talking purely E0 Cipher. I am aware, okay? I am fully aware she just has the most broken Eidolon investment in the game. And especially that E6 specifically is like, there's no way that shit doesn't get nerfed. Like, bro, she does one follow-up on E6 and instantly records over 1,000,000 damage. There's no way that shit doesn't get nerfed. Oh yeah, you could also use Silverwolf 100%. Like, I myself might end up using Silverwolf, and actually no, I think I'm done with Acheron. Yeah, I'm done with Acheron. But Silverwolf with Cipher's Lycone should be decently strong if you can hit the EHR requirements. Yeah, Cartethia will be an omnipotent character drop. If they don't nerf her Eidolons, I'm going all in on Cipher. Yeah, that's the reason I'm skipping a Nox on this account, man. Like, respectfully, it was already a stretch pulling for Anoxa over Cipher during V3. But now with this V4, it's like, Cipher is actually what I wanted from Anoxa. Like, what people were trying to paint out Anoxa to be, oh, his damage isn't that good. He deserved the nerf because he's a sub DPS. When he barely gives any fucking buffs at all. And the buffs he does give is only working for 2 characters in the game. Which is Big Herda and Jade. Like, Cipher is what I actually wanted from him. A friend that quit HSR for a bit asked me who's better, Acheron or Rappa. Let's take a no-shield, enemy neutral, let's say 3-target scenario, with respective best teams, no Cipher, both teams DPS E0 S1. It's probably Rappa. Rappa before Fugue would probably lose to an Acheron, but after Fugue, yeah, probably beats an Acheron. Anoxa gives like 50% damage and minimal defense shred at E0 S1, and to get the bonus you need 2 erudition. Yeah, that's the problem I have with him. And that 50% damage is just damage bonus. So when it's actually converted to like the final, increase for attacks, it's like that 50% damage bonus is 20% more overall damage. And then a slight bit of defense shred with, I think, his light cone. Because his personal defense reduction for weaknesses on enemies, like that is for his own damage. It's not for enemies. You need his light cone to apply defense reduction. So it's sad, man. It's really sad. You don't have to enough to go for Cipher in your main account. I don't want to go for Cipher on my main account. I'm going for Cipher on this one. This one has a guaranteed light cone banner and what is it, like 58 pulls? Yeah. Anoxa isn't even out yet. So I'm probably going to get another 40 from Anoxa's side. And yeah. I'll have 220 pulls with a guaranteed light cone banner. Plus a little bit of pity on character and light cone banner already. My plan for this account is my assumption that, and I've said this a million times already, but you know, for anyone who's new, my assumption is that Cipher will probably be best in slot for Archer if the current leaks of Archer's path and element are true, which is Hunt Quantum. Uh, and it's to run E1 Robin, because I have an E1 Robin that I'm not really using all that much, with Cipher and then Archer, plus Avon, because I have an E0S1 Avon. And obviously my day doesn't need fucking Aventurine. He needs Luocha. He's gonna fold again? Fuck no. I might fold in Wuwa. Maybe. But not in this game. Or at least not right now. You always fold? Nah, nah. I'm being like so serious. Like, I'd always just wanted Jiaoqiu. Like, I tried getting him even during V3 Cipher. Like I said this yesterday before I pulled him. I was still trying to get him during V3 Cipher so that I could just justify not investing in my Acheron team anymore. And if I lost a 50-50, I'd go for someone else. But I don't want a Noxa all that much, man. Like a Noxa literally gets in the way of my Day team because then I need to run Sunday with a Noxa. And maybe even like RMC as well. And it's like, you know what I'm saying? Why are people on Twitter underselling Castris' performance? Jesus. I mean, it's just Twitter, man. Have you seen the takes on there? I once saw a like highly liked like comment or reply, hundreds of likes, saying that Aglaya was the worst version 3 DPS in the game. When in her best in slot team, she's still like the strongest one. So I don't know. Like Twitter has some pretty brain dead takes, man. Like it's just full of casual people. Nothing wrong with that, but like nobody has really any idea what they're talking about. It's just feels crafting. That take is valid. It just isn't. Like it just isn't. Like Aglaya in her best in slot team with all these 0S1s is stronger than every DPS currently, except for Castris once she gets Hyacine. Aglaya's so player unfriendly. I mean, she kind of is. Like she's literally like she's like the bane of a casual player's existence, and where you need best in slot teammates, the right investment, and you need really good relic quality. Casters, Herda, My Day, all better? No. You're just coping. There are calcs. I've seen the calcs. I've seen the videos. Aglaya is just better. She's just straight up better, man. Like, I have Herda. I played Herda. I have Herda on this account, E0S1. I have My Day on my other account, E0S1. E2S1 My Day here. Like, Aglaya is just stronger. Like, there's nothing you can do about it. It's a perfect team. You have Woho giving energy to the entire team, in which the entire team wants it, because Robin usually has ER issues. Sunday getting his ult gives your DPS more ER, and Aglaya has ER issues. So you have the Woho synergy, the Robin synergy with everyone getting action advance, and you have the Sunday synergy with obviously giving Aglaya ER and action advance too. It's like, it's the perfect team right now. It's a team that already hit its peak and will be like worse than Caster's when she gets Hyacine and like future comps, but currently it is just the strongest. Watch Saridra be best in slot for Aglaya. Um, Probably, yeah. I mean, it depends. Cause the thing is, how broken are they gonna make that buff? You know what I'm saying? Like, is it gonna have a limit? Like, can your DPS only trigger it twice before it needs to be refreshed, or something like that? Because if it has a limit, I could see that. Because Aglaya would benefit massively from Saridra. But if it doesn't have a limit, then yeah, Aglaya would go up quite a lot if you just run Sunday plus Saridra plus Woho. You'd probably replace Robin in that team. Oh, Rogumana. She doesn't need her S1 pineapple. It's just really nice. It's really nice. But she doesn't need her S1. If anything, if you're going to go one cost extra into Aglaya, I'd always recommend the E1 over the S1. It just makes getting her to like high speed thresholds with still having really good DPS stats a lot easier. Is Aglaya playable without Woho E00? No. You just, so long as you have a Sunday, she is playable. Sunday is the most important piece to the puzzle for an Aglaya. No, I don't want Blast meta. I want AoE meta. Yeah. Like, Herda and Castris look absolutely amazing right now. But we are going into like a Blast meta in like 3.3, 3.4. Because we're getting Destruction Saber. We're getting Destruction Phanon. And Single Target Archer. All in the exact same patch. So there's no reason to run AoE stuff anymore. And I'm guessing March, who has been rumored to be like a Remembrance Imaginary DPS, will probably be like Blast as well for a Remembrance DPS. She might actually be the one who like fully takes Sunday from an Aglaya if she's strong enough, but we'll have to see. Buffed Jingliu? I mean, maybe. I'm a little more iffy on Jingliu because, like, she doesn't really have best in slot teammates like that. Like, for example, Blade. Blade being buffed will probably have a much bigger impact because of Hyacine also releasing. And with her Lycone, she gives Blade a stack for his follow-up every single time that she takes a turn. So, Jingliu doesn't really have a teammate like that. Like, she just uses the other hyper carry, normal supports, but she doesn't really have like a best in slot one. Have you seen Noxa and Boot Hill now? Will Noxa actually be tiered higher than Herda in a blast meta? Yeah, probably. The thing with Anoxa, okay, so the reason why sustainless Anoxa is so disingenuous when you see like a lot of people saying, "Oh, this is the strongest DPS in the game," he becomes the strongest DPS in the game after, okay, after he gets rid of every single side mob on field. He has to do that first, and then his single target damage output is so high that it's probably higher than anyone else in the game, in all honesty, right? Because of the fact that his skill is bounce. That is why Sustainless Anoxa is so broken. He is pretty ass at the beginning because his damage is being distributed between 3 and up to 5 mobs. But when he gets to one enemy, he completely shreds them. Oh no, he's fine in pure fiction. Because in pure fiction, like all the mobs are so like low fucking health that it doesn't really matter about like the damage distribution thing. Like he's completely fine in pure fiction as far as I've heard. Now, ironically, I think Castris is actually better than him in PF, but he's still like perfectly fine for PF. Will you want a feature that allows you to refund your limited characters to pools? Fuck yeah. It's never gonna happen, but fuck yeah, man. Have you seen how many limited characters I don't use on my main account? No disrespect, right? But E2 Acheron, it was fun, right? It was a fun little dance. We had the last dance with this patch, but I'd instantly trade. I'd instantly trade my E2S1 Acheron for limited pulls so that I could just invest into like an Archer or like Phanon comp or whatever. Or Saber comp. Hey now? Hey, all I'm saying, man. All I'm saying. Like I would probably get rid of most of my main account's roster because here's the amazing thing about E2S1 Herda. The woman just completely carries my account and doesn't need a single limited support. So I'd get rid of most of the limited characters and then I'd go for like E2S1 Cipher plus like E1S1 Archer or something and run that comp. But unfortunately, they're never gonna add that, man. I don't think that's a system in like any gotcha game. Like that would be like news breaking if they made a system like that. Why'd you even get E2? Because at the time, I wasn't thinking ahead too much about like Cipher and all that. So I was actually fully planning to like reinvest, like get Sunday on a rerun for the E2 and better stack generation and all that, and get Jiaoqiu. But like it's only recently that I kind of realized I'm just not that happy continuously playing Acheron. Okay, I'll take that back, right? I like playing Acheron, but the amount of investment I have to put into her to keep up with the current DPSs is egregious. Like, even with the Jiaoqiu I just pulled, he isn't on the best set, by the way, but he's on like 150 speed, oh, like 150 EHR. I maxed out everything. Like, she's still clearing MOC not that fast. And same with Pure Fiction and other stuff. So it's like, compared to my Herda, who is basically a standalone E2S1 without anyone else really carrying her, she just breezes through everything, bro. Like, compared to the Acheron, just breezes. Be happy with what you have. Don't be greedy and stupid. I mean, I know, like, I'd be fine. Like, clearing endgame content is not the issue here. Clearing endgame content is obviously completely fine with an E2S1 Acheron and Jiaoqiu and E2S1 Herda. But it just, I'm tired of polling for her, in all honesty. I'm just tired of it. Like, I think my main account at this point might just go for Saber. Like, this account goes for Archer and Cipher, and then the main account will like go for Saber and like Tribby rerun and all that. Your tail really proves how tiring power creep is? No, I'm saying. I've been saying this for a long time now. Like, I made a video on this a while ago and I got shit for it, saying that horizontal investment, if we include like light cones as well for characters, is better than vertical. I still stand by that, man. Like, my 4 cost Herda versus like probably a 6 to 7 cost Acheron is when they finally become equal. Like, I can't, man. I can't. Plus, horizontal investment also gets you more characters, which is also nice. Like, horizontal investment will always get you more characters that can possibly be slotted into other teams, while vertical investment will, like, usually just be stuck with one character in that one prime, and they won't really be good anywhere else. Of course, it depends on the character you vertically invest into, like E1 S1 Robin, E1 Tribby. Like, a lot of these Harmonies E1s are pretty broken, so they're fine. But I'm talking mostly like the DPSs, the sub DPSs. Cipher doesn't count, okay? Current Cipher, she's not in the game yet. So before you guys say anything, she just isn't in the game yet. Chill on me. Other than getting her E2, I got Jiaoqiu. What do you mean? Like, it's E2 S1 Acheron plus Jiaoqiu, and it's performing noticeably worse than my E2 S1 Herda with no Anoxa or anything like that. Like, that's kind of my point. Like, even though my Acheron has a little bit more cost investment, she is still losing noticeably to my Herda. So I know even if I added more cost to the Acheron team, my Herda team, if I just put the same cost into like an E1 Tribby, like Herda's performance would nearly double. Like, Herda's performance would nearly double with an E1 Tribby from the 2 costs I put into an Acheron. And it would make the difference comparison even worse. Dot? Dot is fucking depressing, bro. I've actually heard that a lot of people can't really clear with their dot teams these days anymore at E0. Even with light cones. And it's like not surprising, man. Like, you need those E1s to like still clear semi-consistently. And like insane relic investment. Y'all do be lying to yourselves. Just treat E2 Acheron as an E0 3.x DPS. I can't do that though. Because, like, an E0 S1 Castris is just stronger than an E2 S1 Acheron. Get your pitchforks, get your torches ready, throw them at my house, right? An E0 S1 Castris and her best in slot team, and an E2 S1 Acheron and her best in slot team, a Castris is winning, bro. In every single mode, Acheron gets beat by a Castris, and it's like, I wouldn't even say it's close. Like, okay, so Casterus, because of the exploding dragon mechanic, can actually do very good amounts of single target damage. And then her AoE is just straight up better than Acheron's, and her ult generation is also just better than Acheron's. It's like, I don't know, man. Like, yeah, like if it weren't for Acheron's E1 being like that shit, I'm sure her E2 would still stand the test of the time. But her E1 just being crit rate and the E2 being a stack and getting rid of the nihility restriction that now isn't even that big of a deal because you can just run Cipher plus Zhao Q is like you're not getting that much investment from an E2 Acheron anymore. Cassie ult deals like 1.7 while Acheron deals 2.5 million. Yeah, but Acheron's is usually overkilling small mobs. Like, the dragon explosion for Castris will always focus the one mob or few mobs that are left alive on field. So the single target damage extra that Castris does leads to her usually beating Acheron. Like, that's kind of the thing here. Yeah, like Castris is, sorry, Acheron's pure AOE has its benefits, but for the most part, in like MOCs, usually isn't that beneficial. In all honesty, you think Acheron's E1 was bad? I mean, it's bad compared to Firefly's, man. Like Firefly, in my opinion, is like the dill of E2s for version 2. Firefly's E1 and E2 is absolutely disgusting. Her E1, you no longer consume any skill points in the enhanced form that she's in most of the time with 15% defense ignore. And then E2 literally just gives you twice the amount of turns. Like, compared to Acheron, this is just leagues ahead. E2 Acheron is mid. I mean, compared to today's standards, yes. It's not bad, but I would say it's mid, in all honesty. I would say it's mid. E2 Fei Xiao is also better. Like, E2 Fei Xiao gets basically double the ult generation. And then I think E1 increases her ult damage. Yeah. 10% each attack. And then it stacks 5 times. E2 cast compared to Acheron E2? Yo, chill, bro. Yo, chill out, man. Chill out. Let's not do this. Let's not do this, man. Chill on Acheron. She was once the power creep, okay? She was once the power creep. I got E2 Yun Li thinking it would buff her ult, only buffs her counter attacks. E2 Yun Haver. Oh my goodness. E2 Yun Haver, boys. 20% defense ignore on counters. Who shreds Def in her team? Uh, E1 Sunday, E4 Tribby, and future Don Hung Preservation. There you go. Robin was the problem. I think Robin started the trend of E1s being broken. Probably. I mean, maybe Ruan May's E1 was considered broken when it first released. I wouldn't be surprised. But Robin's E1 was like... That shit lasted at like the top of like GOAT Eidolons for a long ass time until Tribby came out. It was Sunday? Nah, I wouldn't say it's Sunday. 16% defense ignore versus 24% res pen. Like, the res pen always beats it, to be honest. Plus, that's for the entire team and not just for one person like Sundays is. Like, for remembrance characters, maybe in the future, like, I could 100% see, like, once again, this is going down the Castris pipeline we once went down, but I could 100% see, like, the future March 7th, like, new version, who has been rumored to be an imaginary DPS. Maybe she could take full advantage of Sunday's E1, and it could be broken, but it's like, I don't know, man. Oh, you're talking about Sunday making every E1 cracked. Nah. I gotta go. I gotta go. I gotta go. Robin here, because after Robin, we then got Firefly. We also got Jade, who has one of the strongest E1s in the game if you run her with single target characters. Ling Shao's E1 is quite gross. Fei Xiao's E1 is also a huge damage increase for her ult. Does Fugue have a crazy E1? They're kind of on the same patch, so like it counts. Does Fugue really have a crazy E1? I don't remember it. Oh, 50% increased weakness break efficiency. Yeah, like, yeah. I'd say it was Robin. Yeah, I'd say it was Robin. They saw those Robin banner sales. They saw the E1 bait, and it just went up from there, to be honest. E2? Yeah, E2 is DDD. And then in version 3, they just stepped it on the fucking gas, right? Like, eventually these version 3, like, Eidolons won't look that crazy. But, man, they stepped on the gas with Herda, bro. Herda's E2, I think, is still the biggest E2 jump in the entirety of the game. It's Ruan May. I wouldn't say it's Ruan May. Like, Sparkle didn't have a crazy one. You can make an argument for, like, Kafka Black Swan, maybe, at the time. But, like, Sparkle didn't have a crazy E1. Acheron didn't have a crazy E1. I've heard some glaze for Aventurine's E1, and I don't even know what it is. Let me see. Whoops. Increase crit damage by 20% after using ultimate. Oh, provides all allies with a fortified wager shield. Okay, this shit is useless. Never mind. Yeah, Aventurine's E1 is whatever. So yeah, I do have to say it's like more so Robin. Like after Robin, every single new character had a really broken E1 that is just like crazy good. Why don't you pull for Fei Xiao for your E1 Robin? Because I'm quite confident Archer is just going to be another follow-up DPS, and he'll be stronger than Fei Xiao. Plus, he's free, so the investment is also cheaper. But if I'm wrong, then yeah, I could 100% go for Fei Xiao. That was actually my plan all along, but I just think there's a really high chance Archer ends up being the next follow-up DPS. Basically ratio. Like, the ratio situation all over again. I mean, I know Fei Xiao won't rerun for a little bit, but like, you get what I'm saying? Like, Archer, I am very confident. Okay, I could be wrong. I am highly confident Archer will be better than Fei Xiao, and he will be a follow-up hunt DPS. I don't think 40% attack is worth 2 copies. Um. Okay, so here's the thing, right? In Wuwa, sequence damage jumps aren't the same as Eidolon jumps in HSR. At least not for now, right? Like most of the main DPSs in Wuwa get around a 30% damage increase from S2. And like the older, like V1 Wuwa DPSs only got like 10 to 15%. So SK's S2 is around a like 17% overall damage increase. However, it has a lot of value because it's on the highest value character in the game, and she's a support. So it's kind of the same logic. Like you see like E2 Castris or E2 Herda, and these things are like a 100% multiplier increase over E0 or close to it. But you see like E1 Robin and E1 Tribby, and everyone says those are better value because you can use them with multiple future other characters, and obviously it works for basically anyone. Yeah, like in Wuwa we have 5 echoes we can wear. In HSR there's more stat saturation because there's 6. And you also have 2 different set bonuses in HSR, while Wuwa only has 1 active at once. Love my E1 Tribby, bro. E1 Tribby is so strong, man. That is a completely different level of Eidolon. I wonder if Blade will be Acheron level once he gets a buff. With E0 S1 Hyacine probably, if not better. I wouldn't be surprised if he's better with E0 S1 Hyacine. Like on my Rob account before I quit it, when I had E1 Tribby, even just using a Serval, like I could just use Serval and E1 Tribby, and it allowed me to clear most of the end game with like no relics. Like half my relics weren't plus 15 and on the wrong set with bad substats, but it like didn't matter because I had Tribby. What about Jing Liu? She'd probably also be better than Acheron, at least for this upcoming like blast rotation. I see her being better, but I don't think she'd be better than Blade. Like she once again, she just doesn't have a crazy dedicated support that can really boost her all that much, like Blade does with Hyacine. Hyacine is just a massive fucking buff to Blade. Like, this shit is Jiao Acheron levels with Hyacine Blade if you get Hyacine with her light cone. I don't think Phanon would want Saber. I don't think they'll do that. It'll probably be like two different teams. Is it Anoxa supposed to drop today? No, I don't think so. Saridra for Jing Liu? Yeah, you could use Saridra for Jing Liu. But the thing is, you can use Saridra with anyone else. Like, she'll benefit anyone else just as much as she benefits a Jing Liu. Anoxa only had one trailer? Yeah. I really like that trailer too. Like, I watched that trailer. It's probably one of my favorite character trailers in the entirety of the game. But, hey, I mean, I guess, man. All I'm saying is, if it was still V4 Anoxa that made it to the live, I would have pulled for him, despite these Cipher buffs. Because V6 Anoxa is around 20 to 25% weaker than the current live Anoxa. Or, sorry, V4 Anoxa. V4 Anoxa was genuinely looking like a really good pull. Now it's, I'm iffy on it, man. I'm only pulling for a man because of the Herda. I mean, that's understandable, man. I was also thinking of, like, there was some extra value Noxa would give my account, which is this E0S1 Herda. Like, just slap it on there, you know. But the thing is, like, in the first place, it's just better to run an Oxa hyper carry in lower target scenarios than it probably is to run Herda. So I was like, eh, I'd rather just get what's it called, the Archer comp, and use my E1 Robin on it than get an Oxa. Let me see if there's anything new on the leaks Reddits. Woowa leaks. It's just the Lupa image with her tail. Okay, what about HSR? E0 Cipher, E0 Hyacine, E0 Triby, E6 RMC with unoptimized relics, 2 cycle against Hule. Hey, that's not bad. Yeah, 2 cycle isn't too crazy, but I mean, if you were to get the E1, it probably turns into a 0. That E1 is the main attraction. You want to run her hyper carry? You get the E1. I would combust if they leak Cartethia. Yeah, I'm waiting for the Cartethia leaks, man. Like, I am waiting to see if this is going to be another Zanny situation and Chacona just is the best possible option and it's like a 30 to 40% damage difference compared to no Chacona. I'm pretty sure it will be. Because Cartethia is probably going to use arrow erosion, and that arrow damage bonus that Chacona gives is probably going to be quite important, so yeah, I'm pulling for Carlotta. Carlotta, luckily, one of my favorite characters story-wise, and she's just incredibly powerful, so S0R1 Carlotta. I'm not pulling anything else. Oh no, Chacona, yeah. Chacona and then Cartethia. Yeah, Crow. That always happens, man. It always happens. That's a nice pulling plan, Finnick. If it weren't for Cartethia, I probably would have gone for like because I'm not going Stringmaster Phoebe anymore. I would have gone Brant plus Sig and then Chang Li because Lupa, if I had to guess, it's not confirmed, but if I had to guess, Lupa's best slot team would be Brant Chang Li. And I actually am interested in Lupa, but I think Cartethia takes priority for me. I also think Cartethia is gonna get like the glaze on animations. Like she's gonna be on 2.4, which is gonna be a big region drop. And the last big region drop we got was like Carlotta, and Carlotta was insanely fucking strong. She still is insanely strong. I'm not sure if she's the strongest DPS in the game overall. I don't know, right? But it's close. And she's a Sentinel Resonator, so that's pretty important in terms of power usually. It's like the equivalent of Emanators in HSR. I agree, Bullets. 6-star character, yeah, she'll probably be quite strong. Also, I'm not sure if they will do this, but considering the new standard for like sequence damage jumps and Zanny becoming 45% stronger at S2, I think they might do the same for Cartethia. So I want to go for possibly sequences on Cartethia if I get lucky too. All right, guys, I'm gonna end the stream here. To be honest, I thought the Annie would already be out for Wua when I woke up, but I got the timing wrong. I might stream later, might not. Who knows? Love y'all. Hope you have a great day. Good luck with any of your Zanny pulls, Annie pulls, or Anoxa pulls tomorrow. Have a great day. Have a great night.